Hey, we need to talk about 2025 horror because I've watched a pretty good chunk of what they have to offer so far, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good for us horror fans out here. Like, I love horror, I live for horror, but this year is just giving like low effort and high disappointment and bland scripts, and it feels like first draft. Like, oh, we don't need a second or third draft. Let's just run with the first draft. It just feels like they're just not giving us what we need. And first of all, they're boring. I've noticed I pick up my phone a lot more and I push through these movies a lot more because it's just so boring. They're boring. So I feel like I should break down these 2025 movies that I've seen so far. But before we get into that, if you guys like anything horror, everything horror, and you like content like this of me ranting about terrible movies, good movies, mostly I love to talk good about movies. I don't like being negative. I don't like having negative reviews. I like to look at movies and find the best in them. But these, I can't. I'm trying. But like I said, if you like content like this, movie reviews, rankings, rants, hit that subscribe button. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Well, I'm done selling myself. Let's get into these mid movies. So first up, we have 825 Furrows Road. Now this was a Shudder original. It had some hype behind it, not too much, just a little bit. This one started off promising. Like, it had creepy vibes. It had a solid setup. It even had like the whispers in between the walls. I was kind of hooked. I'm like, okay, this might be good. Then it just nosedived into this haunted house melodrama dealing with repressed trauma, broken relationships. It was just grief on buffering. Like, towards the end of the movie, I was literally rooting for the ghost. I kind of understand where the ghost was coming from. And it just 2 out of 5. I had to give this movie a 2 out of 5. Like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to be giving. Next up is Companion. Now, I'm not even gonna lie. I was looking forward to this one. Like, I was looking forward to it because I've been into AI movies lately. But this one, it just gave me the ick. I didn't like because every other AI that I have watched, they know they're AIs. They know why they're there. This movie, they don't know they're AIs. They literally think they're humans. Like, they literally have fake memories of when they met their human companion. Like, they think they're real and they think they're in this real consensual in love relationship, and they're being used for sex and God knows what else. Like, this one, they're setting her up to kill somebody so they can still. It's sad. It's just sad. It's icky. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't what I was thought it was going to be. It could have been so much better, but that it was just gave me that ick factor. So I had to give this one a 1.5 out of 5. Next up, we're talking about the Monkey movie. Like, this movie was bonkers with gore, like gory above, and not even uncomfortable gore. It wasn't uncomfortable. It had the wildest over the top kills. Like, it was just so over the top. It was such a good and fun ride, but I would never get on it again. Like, I would never watch this movie again because I felt like if I watch it the second time, then I'm going to be like, this is stupid. Like, it was that over the top. I think you can only watch it one time and appreciate it just one time. Because I think if you watch it multiple times, it's just not. You're gonna be like, this is so stupid because the kills are so over the top. Like, but it was fun. It was really fun to watch. I give this movie a 3.5 out of 5. Next up, we have Hard Eyes. Now, Hard Eyes knew what it was, and it did not try to be anything different. It knew it was this over the top, cheesy, campy slasher horror. Like, it knew what it was, and it brought its A game. It gave you everything you needed in these cheesy, over the top, campy slashers. The kills were amazing. Who the killer was amazing. Like, the reveals, everything was just perfect for what it was, and it wasn't trying to be any deeper. It wasn't trying to be something that it wasn't. It knew what it was, and it stayed in its lane. So I give this movie a 4.5 out of 5. All right, so next up we have Bystanders. This one was a good revenge flick, like especially what they were killing these people for what they did to them. Like I was all for it. It was great characters, the tight pacing, and deliciously brutal kills. And like I said, for the reason why they were killing these people, you're like, get them! Like you were all for it. I feel like honestly, in my opinion, if this had a bigger budget, this would have went mainstream. Because it was a lot of people don't go for indie, low budget. I dig it. I dig any kind. If you give me a good storyline and good characters, I don't really care because I've seen some very great low budget, but I feel like if this did have a bigger budget, this would have went mainstream. This was I really enjoyed this movie. I give it a 3.5 out of 5. Let's talk about Sinners, baby. This one, singly handed, is carrying 2025 horror on its bloody, beautiful back. I have nothing more to say about this movie. I've said in 2 videos already, and I'm about to make another spoiler video. All I can say is I'm obsessed. 100. 100. I score this movie 100 out of 5. I know it's not mathing, but 100 out of 5. That's what I give this movie. Let's talk about this movie, Presence. It should get in trouble for gaslighting us, making us believe, oh, this is going to be the scariest movie. Where? Where do you get that this was a scary movie? I feel like even people that don't watch horror would be like, what is this? It was nothing. It was nothing. Don't get me wrong, I do like the way it was filmed. It was filmed through the ghost's eye. So the ambiance and the way it was filmed, it was beautifully filmed. But it just did not fit in this horror category. Like there was no tension. I felt no anxiety. I felt like they left a lot of unanswered questions. Like, why even bring up a scenario in the movie and kind of focus on that scenario, and then you don't let it play out? Like, you don't let us know what's happened in that scenario. Why are you in that scenario? And how, like, if you're not gonna like close the loop with that, why even bring it up? Like, I hate when movies do that. Why bring up this subject or bring up this thing and you're not gonna close it out? Like, I am gonna do videos, more depth videos of why I dislike these movies, and I'm gonna break it down, a little bit of spoilers. But I'm just giving you a quick little why I give this movie a 1 out of 5, like a 1 out of 5. Next, we got Opus. I think that's how it's spelled, Opus. So art horror strikes again, and not in a good way. Now, don't. This movie was filmed gorgeously. I like the way they were dressed, just the rock star vibes and how the lighting, like it was beautifully filmed. But I did not get what was going on. Like, it wasn't there for me. I don't understand why he was doing what he was doing. Like, you always know the mastermind's plan, and even though you don't agree with it, you know why he's doing this. But he did not. You don't know why this is happening or why the end plan, and then at the end it's supposed to be a aha, I got you moment from the villain, and you're like, huh? I just don't understand why you did this and what you are getting out of this. I didn't like it. And the main reason why I didn't like it and why it wasn't saved, I didn't like the characters. I did, especially the main character, especially the one that's supposed to carry it. She seemed so flat and just not like. I didn't care what happened to her. I didn't care what happened to none of these characters. And I think if she was a likable character, I think it would have been saved. But I just wasn't feeling it with her, like not at all. So I give this movie a 2 out of 5. And next up is Blow. And I'm going to do a whole video ranting why I hate this movie. Like, this is my least favorite of this list. Why would you do a body horror movie set in like on a computer screen? Basically, I'm not going to spoil it because I'm going to do a longer video breaking down what the movie's about. But basically, the whole movie is filmed through video chats, through Google Meets, through emails, through texts, and it's not even good video chats. Like, they're very glitchy. So how are you going to show a body horror, somebody morphing, and you can barely see it because I guess I felt like that glitchiness gave it more of a creepiness, but it didn't. Like, not one scene was filmed off of the computer screen. Like, the whole movie. Like, sometimes those movies work. especially like what is it, Unfriend, and there was a couple other ones that they're like teen movies when they're all on chat rooms and they're getting taken out, killed. That works kind of, that gives that creep. But this is a body horror. I need to see it off the screen. Like, I don't know why they decided, and I know it's all learning curves for people. Like, you got to try new ideas. You don't want to keep in the same box, keep doing the same thing. You do want to grow, and you got to try and you got to fail. And this was just a fail. Like, I hope they do learn from these and do better, because why would you do a body horror filmed in that format? So I give this a 0 out of 5. I couldn't even give it a 1. I give it a 0 out of 5. And last but not least is Control Freak. Control Freak was a Hulu original movie that came out. It was a cool idea. I do like how it was filmed. I like the things that they had you focus on. I like that, and how like it brought your attention to what you're supposed to be focusing on. It did have some creepy body horror. It did have some cringe moments in it. It felt like you're going down this spiral anxiety ridden like ride, but then at the end it was just a snooze fest. Like, it didn't pay. The ending did not. You get no payoff. That's what I'm trying to say. You get no payoff from the ending, from dealing with what you were dealing with all this time in this movie, this anxiety, this tension, and you're like, huh? That's how it ends? That's how you guys are ending this movie. Come on, man. 2.5 out of 5 is what I give this movie. Okay, so 2025 horror at least gave us one absolute banger so far. One absolute wonderful, perfectly delicious movie. And a handful of, okay, those were fun, but I don't think I'm going to watch them again. And then a pile of horror movie homework, I want to say, that nobody asked for. Like, most of these movies are trying to be so deep that they want us to do the heavy lifting and figure out what is going on. Like, no, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for me to try to figure out this hidden meaning behind this horror movie. No. 2025, you guys need to pull it together. You need to give us scares that are scary, stories that stick. And fewer movies that feel like student thesis project. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Give us a good old gory, bloody horror. And if you are going to do a deeper message, because don't get me wrong, I've seen horror movies with deeper messages, but it was done well. These are not being done well. Like, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not a fan of the deep, meaningful horror movies, but do it right. Do it right. Because so far, 2025, you're sucking at it. You're sucking at it. And I just say get it together. You still have some time, 2025. You still have some time. And I've seen some movies that I'm looking forward to watching. So, like, Till Dawn. That looks like a very promising movie. And I've seen the other fews coming out. So I feel like you guys have time to get it together. So my final thoughts are, fingers crossed that 2025 just doesn't give us just one banger. I want multiple bangers. I want multiple movies that I can talk about that 2025 has given us. And again, if you guys like content like this, if you ain't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button for everything horror, anything horror movie reviews, TV show. I've heard some good horror TV shows coming out too. Just, you won't be disappointed here. We're here to talk, to rant, and I'm here to hear your opinion. If you guys watched any of these movies and you enjoyed these movies, get in my comments and let me know what you enjoyed about them. Because I might be like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. Open up my mind. Like, because I don't want to be negative. I want to like these movies. So if you have seen these movies, jump in my comments and let me know what you think about them. If you have seen some 2025 horror movies that you think I should check out, then go in my comments and let me know, and I'll see if I've seen them. If not, I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay spooky.